One thing to watch for Sunday when the Chargers play the Bengals is whether or not safety Jahleel Addae plays. Now, there's really no indication he's going to play. He was in a walking boot Monday. He hasn't practiced all week. But he did have the walking boot off on Thursday in the locker room, and he was walking around, hopeful he can play. And again, he hasn't practiced yet. Now, he hurt himself in the Lions game in the third quarter. He actually made a great stop to get the Lions offense off the field, but he found himself at the bottom of a pile and he got rolled up on, and that's what happened. So if he doesn't play, expect safety Jimmy Wilson to get a healthy number of snaps. Jumping over to the offense, running back Melvin Gordon talked about watching film and how he never really had to watch film in college, and so here at the NFL level, he's having to learn how to watch film, and he's looking to guys like Donald Brown to help train him what to look for when he's watching film. I was talking to Brandon Oliver today about his process, and he said, you know what, I actually watched a lot of film in college, so it wasn't too bad when I got to the NFL. But yeah, you definitely need to make sure that you're not watching all the big plays and highlights, that you're not looking at it like a highlight reel, but that you're focusing in on the tendencies and things that the defense might be doing. But he said also, to watch film is one thing, but then to watch film through Philip Rivers' eyes is a whole nother thing. He said, even though I knew how to watch film getting to the NFL level, when I started sitting down in the meetings with Philip and Philip would go through film with the entire offense, he said that's a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother level, just seeing the game through Philip's eyes. And it challenges all of them to learn to watch film the way Philip watches film, which is completely different than the way a regular player might watch film. As you all know, Rivers is kind of a Rain Man, a savant when it comes to the offense. So it kind of tells you how they all try to elevate their game and see the game the way Philip sees it. Speaking of Rivers, he talked about the challenges of going on the road as the Chargers look to get their first road win of 2015.
I mean, I think one, the noise, obviously, the communication part of it. So you saw us last week, how many things we did, no huddle at the line of scrimmage and this and that. That's a lot tougher to do when you can't hear. And so that's one, is the noise. And just in general, you got to pack up and go to their place. There's just something about playing at home that gives you an advantage. I felt like we had a home field advantage last week. I thought our fans were great. I felt like we fed off that environment. So it certainly would show up in the numbers. You look at Cincinnati. I don't know exactly what their record was last year, but 2 years ago they were 8-0 at home in the regular season. Our better years, we've won a lot of games at home. So there certainly is something about it. But I also think that the really good teams win on the road, and so there's a little bit of a challenge and something about going on the road that's a lot of fun that I think our guys kind of enjoy, and it'll be a heck of an atmosphere on Sunday.